There's such a thing as author envy, and I think that bloggers and YouTubers suffer some of the same symptoms. I started thinking about this last week when I found I wasn't on Granta's Top 40 Young British Writers list. Now come on, I wasn't expecting to be on the list, but even so, I'm still allowed to be disappointed. And when I discovered this very shocking news, I got the green-eyed monster. He came out and he started biting me all over the place. I was envious. I started getting really jealous of all those authors that were on the list. I started to think about all the possible reasons why this could have happened. Maybe it's because I don't live in London, maybe it's because I've got children and I'm spending too much time with them, maybe I'm just not good enough. I mean, I thought about that one last, obviously. But the thing about author envy is that it's a complete waste of time, because the grass is always greener on the other side. Someone will always have a more expensive car than you, as they say. And what's wrong with not living in London? What's wrong with having children? What's wrong with not being quite good enough? Anyway, quite often the grass isn't always greener, and just because someone's nominated for a prize, just because someone's book sold more copies than yours, it doesn't make it better, it doesn't make it anything really. It's just a sense of recognition that you quite like a part of. Anyway, as I was reeling from this news, I realised that I'd had the same feeling the week before when I released my previous YouTube video, which was about cycling to Paris being like writing a book. This was only the second video that I'd done in this kind of style, you know, where I'd put some effort into it, and it didn't get anything like the same amount of likes or comments as the one that I'd done before. And I started to think, well, what's wrong with me? Why are people not liking and commenting on this? This is just as good as the one before, which was about depressing books, which was also brilliant. And so I realised that my author envy was very much like my YouTube envy, and then I thought, well, that's just like my blog envy, where I get upset because I haven't got enough subscribers or because my page views are down this week for one reason or another. It becomes about the numbers, and it's the same for authors, about book sales and how many prizes you're nominated for. That's just the same as having, I don't know, 3 billion YouTube likes compared to 3 YouTube likes. And in reality, these things are just distractions. What you should really do is get on with just trying to make as good a stuff as you can. There will always be someone who's won more literary prizes. There will always be someone with more followers on Goodreads. There will always be someone with more YouTube subscribers. It's just how it is. You cannot compete all of the time, and you don't need to compete. You just need to focus on what you're doing and make sure it's as good as you possibly can in the time that you have. So that's it. That's pretty much all I wanted to say. But do feel free, of course, despite everything I've just said, to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because otherwise I will get a bit upset.